all that is ever demonstrated to date is constitutional delinquency and nothing else. The way forward, I know, is some of the questions that have been asked. We will obviously take it in consultation with our lawyers and make a determination of the leadership as to what the next steps are. But I think what's important is that it must be stated. Ramaphosa responded on time to our letter. Thanks.
No, thank you very much, Program Director. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to deal with the one last part of the... unless... No. I needed to deal with the last part regarding... I need to deal with the directive by the President that I must then announce the leadership collective. I'm informed that the President remains the President. I don't know what the clapping is all about, but I'm starting my announcements, okay? And that the Deputy President, Dr. Hlophe, remains the Deputy President, right? And that we have had some gaps in the leadership collective. The Secretary General is one particular position that is vacant, and it's now going to be filled by Dr. Bongani Mngwango. Now, Dr. Bongani Mngwango has a 35-year executive experience. He's a former Chief Executive Officer at Sanlam Healthcare, a former Chief Executive Officer at Netcare 911. He was also chair of, maybe still is, I don't know, of the Goabe Traditional Council. So he must then come to this end. Yeah. No. Thank you very much for the. Okay. This Monday is it was about mine. Yeah. Now, for the Deputy Secretary General, she has quite a huge experience in both the public sector and the political management space. Comrade Nomsa Dlamini. I do appreciate why there is Letlowo Mekon. you know, she's gonna make a contribution in improving the public face of this table. Okay. Yeah, where exactly with beauty? That's it. Now, one other change, comrades, that's being effected is that the current national organizer is moved over to a portfolio to manage and coordinate policy coordination, Comrade John Lee. Now, and therefore that leaves the area of national organizing vacant. We then have a comrade who has an experience in local government and the public sector, and we think that that experience is going to augur quite well for us as an organization in approaching the 2026 local government elections. Comrade Alec Kuna. Comrades, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot two other particular positions. The deputy chair remains deputy chair. And of course, the Treasurer General, Comrade Bianca Limba, remains Treasurer General. I'm still going to ask the president about the national chair. I'm still going to ask him about that. But having said that, comrades, we expect the leadership collective to assist in developing and institutionalizing the organization. And that the major part of work is around policy development, which is the area that Comrade Vela is going to take charge of. But also critically, the organization must know how it works and how it has got to work. And it is only through technical sort of interventions, as I said, your procedures, your systems, your this, that, and so on. And that's the central focus of the SGO. And that all of us, as part of the leadership collective, we are not the equivalent of the president. We are there to reinforce and bolster the public image of Umkhonto weSizwe, and that image rests with the president of the party. And that's why he deals so many things, including the issue of international relations, and so it goes. So I thought, let me just say that it's only the president that can confirm my situation. Thank you very much.
Amandla, congratulations to the new leadership. I'm sure you are wanting to ask questions again now. I can see. With a raise of hands. 1, 2, oh, Milan Gadia. 3. Oh, your question on paralysis. Paralysis analysis is the problem. next question. Is there someone at the back? The fourth one.
Thank you. I'm Hawelo Magoneo from UFM. Firstly, your reaction to what is going on with the national dialogue. I think you would have noted that some foundations have pulled out because they are not happy with how it's being conducted, the preparations thereof to be specific, and also your detailed response to what is happening with that Russian vessel that is stuck in Cape Town. Apparently, the personnel there does not have passports, therefore they were not allowed to disembark. Just the MK comment on that. And also a response rather, to a series of allegations that have been made by your former Secretary General, Floyd Shivambu. He could be making another allegation as we speak. But most importantly, the one that money just gets taken from MKP accounts monthly and nothing is being done, that he is the one that tried to sound alarm and was probably ejected from the party for that reason. Finally, and apologies for asking so many questions, just give your own reflection of yourself, because there seems to be a sentiment that as an official opposition, MK has given a rather poor account of itself, particularly in Parliament. We've seen a recent blunder where the caucus did not understand what it was voting for, and any other issue you have had to handle in Parliament. As to how have you done so far in your own assessment?
No, thank you very much. My name is Lunga, and I'm from the Mail and Guardian. Spokesperson, I think this one will involve yourself. Maybe will help me assist in answering this. I just want to find out if leadership did discuss, because from what I was told by some sources, that there should have been a discussion regarding your behavior and Ms. Duduzile Sambuka Zuma in the national officials meeting on how they go forward. And then just maybe to ask on the chair to say, has there been any disciplinary hearing against the two names that I mentioned here? Thank you very much. There's another question. Chair, there's still another question.
Okay, mine is only two questions. My name is Disitu from PEM News. The first one is the use of South African flag during Mr. Jacob Zuma's visit in Morocco drew so much attention. Even the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, on behalf of the government of the Republic of South Africa, strongly protested the use of South African national symbols. But it constitutes an abuse of existing protocol and decorum and undermines official bilateral relations between the Republic of South Africa and the Kingdom of Morocco. So my question is that, was it a mistake that the flag was on display, or the president knew, or the former president knew what he was doing by displaying the flag of South Africa? And then the second one, the national convener of Maibuye Africa says he's still a member of the Umkhonto weSizwe party. So I believe if it was just an ordinary member, you could have dealt with the situation rapidly. Is he still a member or not? Oh, okay, no, it's fine.
I'm Itumeleng from the Citizen. With all due respect, I would like to know why now? I mean, Floyd Shivambu has been making all sorts of statements and the situation has been tense for some time. Why act now? And on the Morocco issue, it looks like the South African government does not have an issue on MK policy, but the issue is the flag. Will the MKP continue to raise that South African flag, or you think you'll stop? Thank you.
said here from the citizen, say. Okay, I'm sorry I can't see you because Bamile and my camera, yeah. We ask comrades. No, sorry, you're not comrades. I forgot. The flag belongs to us. Now, I don't know where this story comes from that the flag belongs to government. No, it doesn't. The state is us. Right? So, next time around, when we talk about small, Bani, my peace, yeah, but my peace, my bigger, my feast are sold, yeah. Okay, no, sorry, won't call it and put. When I'm a first, next time you'll find me carrying a flag in my car. Are you going to have a problem? Dispute that and say, why am I having my country's flag in my car? We're going to let them. Yeah, I sense of my line, right. Now, there's a question from, I can't remember who it was, about the money being stolen or siphoned. Was it Madam Guardian? But the question is this. The meeting of national officials sits every second week. So what does it tell you? It tells you that we sit 2 times a month. I think that's what it says. Then you have a chief executive officer in the form of somebody that we call the Secretary General. Sits for months in the position and does not report to this collective, this leadership, to then say, hey, there's money that is disappearing every month to the tune of about, I think he branded something like 7 million a month, right? Now, and this is exactly, it is at the center of leadership responsibility and administrative responsibility, this point that I'm raising, right? Okay, suppose they were too ugly for him to report this thing, this stealing, right? And maybe intimidating or something. So why not report a crime with the police? Because this is stealing. We're talking about stealing here, right? So how come we are not reporting this theft with law enforcement agencies to then say there is money that is being stolen by somebody in MK, in MK, and so on and so it goes, and you're not doing that. Now, anybody, including our new SG here, once you're a Secretary General, you also bear something called the fiducial responsibility, which means, amongst other things, all these other matters of financial management, they also are within your purview and you need to report on a regular basis on them, right? You carry policy responsibility when it comes to that. So, for me, and I think for us actually, it's quite strange that this thing gets said after some months. It must have been taking place or something, but it's not reported to us, it's not reported and registered with the police. So, something is wrong at that particular level. But also the Treasurer General will also shed some light on this, because we have just, if I'm not mistaken, we've just gone through an audit. We've just gone through an audit and we're still attending to some few outstanding issues from an auditing point of view. And I keep on asking him, where's the 7 million? TG, 7 million. and it doesn't come up, right? So how come you have this audit outcome, which is conducted quite elaboratively right across the organization, but it doesn't pick up the stealing? Now, law auditors ukuthi kanti enze njalo akakwazi ukuyibona lento, kusho ukuthi ungadinga-ke sihlukane now in a way, because at the center of auditing is also finding out mishaps and everything else about the issues of finance and financial management. So for me, that's an anomaly, but perhaps I will still be further educated about this thing. Somebody said something about accountability, the trip and whatever. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm